All right, guys. Here we go. All right. So Capricorns, I want to do just an urgent message right now. Capricorns, watch for tomorrow. I should be able to get you your what are they thinking message. But for right now, I shifted gears because I felt more inclined to do this right now. So anyway, just FYI, look for another video for you guys sometime tomorrow. Okay. We have roots, which is actually the 10 of Pentacles. Whatever the urgent message is, the message right now says there's something very grounded either at stake or there's something very grounded coming in. This is a positive card in a positive position. So I think this is a really good message. Maybe this is a message, take a doggy outside, go take a walk. We see somebody who's like having this vision of a castle, even though the castle's not really there. This could be somebody who is going to be going someplace, maybe visiting family, and then by sheer coincidence, it's like, oh, I drove over to my family's neighborhood, say hi, and then it turns out there's a house for rent right across, or around the block or something in the same neighborhood, and it's an amazing price, and oh my God, this would be a life-changing and easy thing for me to do. It feels like it's bringing a family back together. It feels like there's something grounded, but first a character has to get into that head and heart space of like, I'm going to find the things that I need and the things that I want. So that's the first step, is let me keep my eyes open and realize that when there's something that I really profoundly say, I would like what is in my greatest and highest good, universe, then the next thing after we say that is we have to keep our eyes open for when those great and wonderful things show up. And because I feel like there's something serendipitous coming. We have a 3 of Pentacles and it is sideways. And we've got somebody who's making cornbread or has old family recipe. We kind of keep seeing family related things. This can also be very nice messages about things like finances and money. Like, wow, I have support around me. I have somebody who wants to gift me money, or there's, because of a friend of a friend of a friend, there's something that would be a great opportunity for me that would be less expensive. It's whatever. Somebody's going to rent me their very, very nice house for a very cheap price because they know I'll take care of it because I'm the son or daughter of, whomever they know. It could be something like that, like a real opportunity falls into a character's lap, because not only is it in their greatest and highest good, not only do they deserve it, but there's also this strong network attached to all of this. And it could be that, through a networking scenario, that's how we get the best opportunity, or that's how we get something that works out really well for us and for other people involved. We have the Knight of Cups and it is in the reverse. This is not something that our character was like, oh, I need this, I'm going to go drum this up, I'm going to go look for it. It's more like something that just blossoms and grows right there for our character. So it could be a very nice surprise that, Capricorn would never have expected. High Priestess, I say that, and then almost immediately, I do think Capricorn has had an inkling that something good was going to happen, or some nice opportunity was going to evolve. Maybe this is a Capricorn who has a strong belief that when I need something in life, somehow it presents itself. I trust in, that the universe will provide. When I need something, it does always appear. We have that 6 of Pentacles and it is sideways. Definitely, I think this Capricorn has a strong belief that in life, if you open the door and you welcome in good fortune and good luck, and if you are a participant in your own life and you also keep a positive mindset and you keep your connections with people and you exchange in reciprocity, good vibes, somehow this is all about networking. There's something about Capricorn's network that is bringing in huge abundance for Capricorn. And it's like, maybe this is because Capricorn helped somebody else and now that favor is going to be returned. Life is very much about this. Life is very much about not like, okay, I'm going to do this for this person, so then they'll owe me one. I don't mean it like that. I'm saying genuine acts of reciprocity, kindness, staying connected to our web of, our community. All of that builds stronger bonds. And oftentimes, because of somebody that who knows somebody else, all of a sudden things crystallize for you and you wind up getting opportunities right when you need them. And much of it has to do with the connections and the good acts and the kindness that you've shared throughout the years that builds bonds with others. Okay, so do we see what this is? Because I keep thinking it's about a living situation. We have Page of Pentacles and we have the Knight of Pentacles. This has been something that has been coming for a long time, and now it's, like I said, it's blossoming at just the right moment. Somebody needs to talk to Capricorn, or Capricorn needs to talk to someone, or reconnect with somebody that there was this conversation that began a long time ago. It's always been something that was like a seed was planted quite some time ago, and it's been growing ever since. But I'm still not sure what it is. Let's change decks and see if we can get. I'm finding that this deck leaves me with like broad images, which I love, and then I want to refine it. And I'm kind of digging the way this deck is going. This is a new deck to me. I love it because it's like hand painted reproductions of someone's art, and it's all I think it's called like Rhythm and Roots, or Rhythm and Soul and Roots. I can't think of its name right now. I'll tag the deck though, and for you guys, so that if you want to see this deck, you can. I love it so far. It's really nice. We have a Page of Coins again, and we have Lovers. Could be a couple things all rolled into one. On a very specific level, it could be that Capricorn is like sending their kiddo off into the college era, or like they know that their kid is launched and things are going well, and it's like, because this can be about children, but obviously this is not a kid, this is a grown-up, and it's like, you know what, because of the network, I have enough support that's helping my kiddo to launch, and it feels so good, because I've built a strong, network of friends, family, whatever this is. So I know my kiddo is okay and doing well. And in the meantime, Capricorn is also saying, and through my network of friends, colleagues, people that I've built relationships with, I'm finding that this is how you meet really great people. And this is maybe how I'm about to meet someone. I almost feel like there could be a blind date coming, or a setup coming for Capricorn and another person. This could be, heck, this could be somebody that Capricorn is meeting because their adult child says, you know what? My boss is great. Mom, Dad, you need to meet my boss. They're fantastic. Sometimes situations like that evolve because of our own family, network of people that we know who introduce us to other people. It just keeps saying that right now, relationships with those around us are particularly important because there's a ton of reciprocity. And I keep getting like, is Capricorn going to be baking something, baking cookies, baking, well, maybe it is something like cornbread, or I've never used the cornbread tins. I always make mine in a square, but now I really want one of those. But it could be somebody also making candy that's going to be shaped like things. It's holidays, and a lot of people go like all out, and they do so many beautiful, wonderful things and make all kinds of holiday candies that are, elaborate shapes and such. But whatever is going on right now, it's like, I think either Capricorn is strengthening bonds in their community, and through that, they wind up either going to meet a romantic partner. They may also discover like job opportunities. And again, it may not be for Capricorn. It could be for extended family members, niece, nephew, kiddos, whatever. But it just feels like we have all these wins coming in from the connections that Capricorn has. So the big message to me is, especially right now, stay connected to our group, and meet other people through those extensions of the people that we know. It makes the world a friendlier, kinder place when oh God, we have a 2 of Cups, we had an 8 of Cups. I think we have a change coming for Capricorn's life, and it looks like the transformation is, I keep seeing like a kid goes off into the world, into college, and I feel like Capricorn ends up meeting the love of their life. But all of this kind of is happening against the backdrop of this webbing of all these different connections, friends, family members, and extensions, because of all of these connections that are so important. I do feel like Capricorn's probably going out gift giving, doing things right now and strengthening bonds, but it's so wild because it is playing a huge role, a role maybe Capricorn never thought that just because I was friends with somebody who was cousins with that person, I never thought that's how I'd end up, renting a house because this person knew me through my cousin. And then I didn't realize that that's how, my kiddo would land their dream job right after college. And then I didn't know that through that, somebody that my kiddo knows introduces me to, their boss or, some elder, and it turns out that's the person I fall in love with. This is just a reminder of their interconnectedness. That's what this whole story is about. So, relationship building is really important right now, and celebrating the relationships that are already in our life, but also preparing for additional ones because we have new relationships forming, and some people are not exiting Capricorn's life, but are, branching out and doing their own thing. And I keep feeling like somebody's life is launching simultaneous to Capricorn's new chapter of life launching, but it is all wrapped up in the people that we know through other people. I do feel like Capricorn's probably going out, interacting a little bit more, gifting things to people, like I said, delivering baked goods, sharing energies. I know it's holidays, so it's customary to, gift things and, just go out and say hi to people and stuff. I mean, I do that too. I think it's a really fun time. I love to, drive around and have a Santa day where I stop at, the businesses I patronize a lot or the people that I deal with a lot on a regular basis and, say Merry Christmas and give them a little something. It's fun, We have a 10 of Swords upright. We have an Ace of Swords sideways. That definitely we are seeing an energy shift that is tremendous. I think this is marking a total, because we've had two tens, marking a total new chapter. And it could begin today. It could begin while Capricorn is taking their puppy out for a walk in the park and they bump into somebody who knows somebody else and there's this conversation, and then pretty soon it's like, oh, I need to give them a Christmas card, or I bumped into whatever, my mom's best friend, and we had this dialogue and it was really nice, and then they gave me a tip about some place I should look at renting, and then from there it turned out that the person I'm renting from is the person I fall in love with, or it just feels like I can't track all the little synchronicities. I can only say that the interwovenness puts an end to the feeling of being alone or adrift, or feeling like, you never know what's going to happen in life. Yes, but we do have resources around us. We have other people to turn to. We have a group around us. We all do. Every person, the businesses that patronize you now know you. The people that you interact with in your day-to-day life, your next door neighbors, your work colleagues, your family members, and all the people that they know. That is our network. And sometimes we underestimate just how valuable that is. This Capricorn's not underestimating it. You know what? I really liked this one, and I liked the vibe that we had off of this about the importance of, our bonds. I think that was also kind of like a nice holiday message too. Because I think it makes the world a friendlier place, but it's also a more beneficial place for all of us when we vet each other, network with each other, and, actually stay connected. So I think Capricorn's meeting the love of their life through some interconnected web. Thank you guys so much for being here. Really appreciate you. Take care, and I will see you guys again. Like I said, tomorrow I'll try to get you guys a what's on their mind message, because you guys didn't get that one yet. You were supposed to today, but then I shifted gears because I felt like this was more important. All right, lots of love. Thanks again, guys. Bye.